Hello, Wellness Warriors. Welcome back to another episode of the Wellness Inspired Podcast, a place where you can find inspiration, motivation, and empowerment in the pursuit of a wellness lifestyle. I'm your host, Sherry Davidson. I'm a wellness coach, acupuncturist, trail runner, and former interior designer. And I am deeply passionate about health and well-being. And as always, I'm here with my co-host, Finn. And if you're new to the podcast, Finn is my terrier mixed rescue dog, trail runner, and loyal companion. He is also a therapy dog and greeter at Element 5 Acupuncture and Wellness. And this is another episode of Weekly Wellness Watch. Today, we are diving into an exciting new development from LG. Yes, the appliance company. And it is called Menopause Mode. This innovative project, currently in beta testing, is designed specifically for women experiencing hot flashes. Now, I don't want to give too much away here, but sounds interesting, right? So join me as we explore how this cutting-edge system works, the impact it could have on women's health, and what it means for the future of smart home technology. Before we get started, I have some great news to share with all of you. For those avid listeners who've turned into the podcast over the past year, you've likely caught wind of the Wellness River Cruise. Well, friends, the moment has arrived. Mark your calendars for April the 20th, 2025, as we set sail on an unforgettable 7-night cruise along the Danube River. We'll traverse the picturesque landscape of Austria, Germany, Hungary, and Slovakia. Prepare for many active sightseeing adventures, including invigorating hikes, scenic bike rides, and even a few brisk runs, maybe. Alongside these activities, indulge in the serenity of yoga sessions, engage in enlightening wellness discussions, and savor the flavors of locally sourced cuisine. Excitement is already brewing as several enthusiasts have secured their spots. So for those intrigued, I will put the link in the show notes. And if you're certain this Wellness River Cruise is calling your name, waste no time securing your place on board. River cruises tend to fill up rapidly, which is why we shifted the dates to next year instead of this year. So don't think about it too long. Seize the opportunity while you can. And in episode 63 and 64, A Journey of Wellness and Wonder on the Danube with AMA Waterways, I had the pleasure of having Laurie, a representative from AMA Waterways, and Tami, a seasoned travel concierge, on the podcast to discuss the full river cruise experience. So feel free to check out those episodes for more information. This all has to happen quickly. I know the cruise is, next year, April of next year. I keep saying a year from now, but it's April, so it's closer. But there are only 129 cabins on the boat, and they sell out quickly. So if you're interested, I recommend putting your deposit down quickly. It's not a lot to hold your spot. Okay, well, let's dive into today's episode of the Wellness Inspired Podcast. This segment is a segment of Weekly Wellness Watch, but I guess we could also say it is a segment of Wellness by Design because we're talking about a current event, and we're also talking about smart home technology and how it can improve our health and well-being. So I came across an article on the Design Rush website called LG Test AI Air Conditioning to Help Menopausal Women. And it caught my eye because we talk about menopause on this podcast a lot. And I want to know what you think. So let's break this down because this could be an excellent idea or at least a move in a good direction. So now that we're having more conversations around menopause and people realize that women will pay anything to relieve some of the signs and symptoms of the transition, our capitalistic ways are coming to the table for the conversation. So it's important to think critically about these new products and whether they are really making our lives better. There are a lot of things that don't work and some that really do hit the mark and improve our lives. And that's the beauty of our world. So let's jump into it. LG has started beta testing for its latest project, specifically made for women going through menopause. In case you don't know, menopause is a wonderful time in a woman's life when she transitions to a stage of wisdom and greater spiritual awareness. It is a time of transformation and renewal. But this birth comes with some unwanted and unpleasant side effects. Pros and cons, pros and cons. And these symptoms can vary greatly, with 80 to 85% of women experiencing hot flashes and night sweats, while others may face depression, irritability, insomnia, and a lack of concentration. Some women, however, lucky you, pass through menopause with minimal signs and symptoms, but not many. But for those 80 to 85% that experience interrupted sleep due to hot flashes and night sweats, and that LG is hoping to improve your quality of sleep and life. Okay, so let's just talk about this. So LG introduced something called Menopause Mode. It is an AI-powered feature designed to provide quick relief to women experiencing hot flashes during sleep and night sweats. They don't say this in the article, but it has to be for night sweats as well, because that also comes along with hot flashes. So this innovative use of artificial intelligence helps alleviate discomfort for women going through menopause. They do this by pairing a smartwatch app with an LG air conditioning unit. The system monitors body temperature, blood oxygen, and heart rate in real time to identify hot flashes during the night. Super cool, huh? Well, it immediately, once it has a sense that things are changing, it immediately sends a signal to the LG dual inverter plus AI, which cools the room efficiently within 10 minutes. And then the air conditioner returns to the original temperature setting. Now, I do have some questions around this. Again, they are saying this is for hot flashes, but night sweats also come along with menopause, like I just mentioned earlier. And I could see some issues around this, but I'll talk more about this in a minute. The concept is currently being tested in Brazil, and if it's successful there, maybe it will make it to the U.S. market. Definitely would be a good market because in the United States, there's around 1.3 million who enter menopause each year. The average age for menopause is 51, although it can occur anytime between the ages of 40 and 58. Approximately 50 million women in the United States are currently experiencing menopause or have already gone through it. So the menopause transition or perimenopausal transition, it typically begins 4 to 10 years before menopause. And this affects a significant portion of the female population. And menopause and perimenopause can significantly impact the quality of a woman's life when she starts to go through it. And sleep is a big one. You're not sleeping due to hormonal changes, as well as hot flashes and night sweats. And LG's Menopause Mode seeks to help women sleep through the night by using AI technology to improve their lives. And as many companies race to implement AI in their latest products and services, seeing LG take a step in a good direction is refreshing. I'm sure many are AI exhausted and have fears around AI, but I think some really great things can come out of it. And I think this possibly could be a really great idea. But there are a couple of kind of challenges I see them having. Like I said, I think this is a great idea to explore because our quality of sleep is so important for our health, but they got to get these things worked out. I can kind of foresee these being some issues. You know, like I said, the article only mentions hot flashes, but another symptom that is associated with this phase of life are night sweats. And this can also interfere with the sleep. A night sweat is an intense sweating that occurs during sleep, often soaking clothes and the bedding. And this can last for hours. A hot flash is a sudden feeling of heat, usually in the upper body, and it causes redness and sweating. And this can occur any time of the day or at night. And it usually lasts for a few minutes. So I'm curious to see how they will approach this challenge and how will AI determine to respond to one or both. The hot flash is usually done within a few minutes. And if it takes the room 10 minutes to cool down, I'm not sure what that outcome will be, but it'll be interesting to see. I can see it being more appropriate for hot flashes. For night sweats, because that can, the night sweats can last up to hours. So it'd be really nice to, cool that room down. But again, if the AI is detecting this change in body heat, what does that say for your electricity bill? So I'm not sure, if you're having night sweats and they're lasting for hours. So I think there are some things to think about and some challenges they're going to be up against. The other thing I thought about is this is focused on the woman, and who knows who else is sleeping in her bed. It could be your husband, it could be a partner, it could be anybody. And how will this affect the outcome of sales when people are coming to the table and thinking about buying this, because there are different body temperatures. So anyways, while one is burning up, the other one could be super cold. So I'm just curious how all of that will be played out and the outcome of that. But it'll be really, really cool to see, because I really think that this is a great idea and I would be willing to try it. So anyways, what do you think? I'm curious about your thoughts. So anyways, short, sweet, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the podcast and share with your family and friends. You can also give me a rating and review wherever you listen to your podcast. It helps others find me as well. To get updates on new episodes and wellness inspiration in your inbox, please join the Wellness Inspired community. Go to thewellnessinspiredpodcast.com to sign up. I'll put the link to the website in the show notes so you can click and join. Also, there's a Facebook community at The Wellness Inspired, and you can follow me on Instagram at wellness_inspired. If you're in the Houston area or just visiting and interested in our services, acupuncture, herbal medicine, cupping, zen shiatsu, or dry needling therapy, contact us. You can find out more on our website at element5om.com. That's element5om.com. And again, I'll put the link in the show notes. If you're interested in health and wellness coaching, we can connect in the clinic or on Zoom. Reach out to us and we'll get you on the schedule. And as always, I would love to hear your feedback. I am dedicated to bringing you great content that is inspiring and informative with an artsy, fun, edgy spin. Thank you so much for listening. We'll meet here again next time. And remember, never stop exploring, learning, loving, and being you. Bye.